Day 93 consistency. Water has no effect on fake flowers. Sometimes in relationships, we forget that true, authentic relationship requires investment from both sides. And no matter how much of yourself you pour or water, but energy, effort, love, attention, all these things, no matter how much of that you pour into somebody else, if it's not reciprocated or the realness, the authentic, genuine love isn't there, it's going to have no effect. Just like water on a fake flower is not going to have any effect. No matter how much water you pour onto it, it's not going to grow. And I think too many times we forget that it's got to be real. It's got to be authentic. It has to be equally yoked. It has to have the right and proper boundaries and trust and loyalty in order for it to thrive and flourish and to continuously grow and be alive. But too many times we pour so much energy, effort, resources, love, attention, focus from our side, but the other person isn't real. They're fake. They're not reciprocating that same love, those same actions. And if you're in one of those relationships, I challenge you to reassess the relationship you're in. Take a deeper look at it. See if that's the right relationship for you, because why is it fair that you're pouring all of your effort, time, and energy, aka water, but they're not pouring the same amount back into you, or they're not even a good soil or garden in order to grow. They don't want to grow. And this doesn't have to be significant others. This can be family. This can be friends. This can be your workplace. That's still a form of relationship. What if you're giving all your time, energy, effort, mindset, mental state to your employer, but you never get anything back? You never get any raises. You never get any promotion opportunities. You never get any, hey, congratulations, anything. Is that a good relationship? Are you pouring all of yourself into something that will never pour back into you, or a person, place, thing? Like whatever it is, make sure it's equally yoked, that it is an equal, mutually beneficial relationship. All long-lasting relationships are mutually beneficial. So whether it's a actual significant other, a family member, a close friend, best friends from high school, whatever, a job, a career, business partners, no matter what it is, if it's not mutually beneficial, it's not going to be long-lasting, because one side's at a disadvantage. If that's the case, if it's not mutually beneficial, one side is at a disadvantage. And that's not good. That's not good for things to flourish and grow. They need to be equally yoked. They need to come together to be better. They need to not compete. They need to complete each other. It is a completion, not a competition. And I think too many times there becomes this competition or just outright disrespect, because that is disrespectful if you're giving your all and another person or your job or career is not giving equal parts. It's not trying to give at least something equal. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean 50-50, because sometimes people have good days and some people have bad days. But in the grand scheme of things, it should equal out. There should be a balance. There should be proper boundaries. There should be proper communication. And if you're not receiving that, it's just like pouring water on fake flowers. It's not going to have any effect at all. It doesn't matter how much you pour of yourself. You're going to leave yourself empty, drained, to no avail, to no end. And well, it will be an end, but it won't be a positive end. So I encourage you to readdress and reassess your relationships, whether it's a significant other, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's your job, your employer, and really take a look at it. Take a deep dive and clear the air, get it all out there, and have that uncomfortable conversation, whether it be with that person or yourself. Say it's your employer. That don't mean you have to call your boss up. You might just self-assess yourself and be like, man, it's truly time for me to go fit somewhere else. Go somewhere else that's going to truly appreciate what I do, what I bring to this company. And if it is a significant other, have that conversation and have that raw, honest truth, because that's where things really are going to grow, not where you keep holding it in and are scared to talk about it, tiptoeing on, eggshells and all this stuff. It's when it's all thrown out there with proper communication, proper tone, proper, you're not yelling at each other, cussing people out, accusing. You're just bringing it up and having an open dialogue that's truthful. And things will grow from there. And if they don't grow, they'll go. It's time to let go. Sometimes you have to let go of people you love. Sometimes you have to let go of situations that are no longer serving you. Sometimes it's time to leave a job that you like the job overall, you like your coworkers, but you're not being treated the way you need to be treated. And it's time to go find a new career. That's just the truth of life. Sometimes you got to let go. Sometimes you have to grow through it, or go through it to grow through it. So I hope this encourages you. I hope you reassess your relationships and your commitments and the things you're pouring into, whether it be a person, job, or anything else for that matter. And I wish you peace and blessings on the journey.